How is everybody doing? It's your boy Flip Kiki here, your coach of the Philadelphia Flygons, and welcome to week 7 of the HDL. As you could probably ascertain up until this point, we had the bye last week, so no week 6 battle obviously went up. I put up a Monster Hunter Rise demo stream. I'm going to put that up in the top right now. Go check it out. But this week we are facing Jeroen of the New Amsterdam Araquanids, reigning Season 1 champion of the HDL. He is currently the 3rd seed, I believe. I think he has a record of 4-2. We are now sitting pretty with our 6-0 record, thanks to the free win from the bye last week. So hopefully we can continue that streak this week. Going to be a serious battle this week, thankfully, not another meme. The team builder might go a little bit long. Again, as usual, I will flash the time on screen when to skip to. The timestamp will be in the description below to skip to that as well. Don't worry, I got you guys here, not bored to death. Of course, as always, we will start off with the boy Skadoosh. Scarf, Urshifu yet again. Drain Punch, Wicked Blow, U-Turn, and Iron Head. I knew 3 mons I wanted to bring off the bat. I wanted to bring Urshifu, I wanted to bring Vanillix, and I wanted to bring Flygon. I want to bring Vanillix because, as you can see, the team, he has Mega T-Tar and Excadrill. Actually, let's just say what his team is right now. Excadrill, Araquanid, Lycanroc, Dusk, Tornadus, Rotom, Mr. Rhyme, Mega T-Tar, Como-O, Sylveon, Volcanion, and Serena. He has 4 Tier 1s. On a 4 Tier 2s and only a single Tier 1, but that Tier 1 is Excadrill. And with a Mega T-Tar, that's basically the only Tier 1 you need. Sandrush Excadrill is stupid if he gets sand, and T-Tar and Mega T-Tar is the most reliable sand setter that this in the game. He'll get in and set the sand no matter what. So we have Snow Warning, Choice Scarf, Vanillix to make the sand go away, so Excadrill isn't scary. When Excadrill isn't in the sand, we have Scarf to outspeed it with Blizzard, which will do a lot of damage to Excadrill. We have Freeze Dry for Araquanid and for Volcanion. That's basically it. We have Flash Cannon for Sylveon, and then we have Veil if we think we're going to die to the next hit, but we want to get a Veil up to try and sweep with Flygon or try and sweep with Urshifu or something. Kind of simple, but Brewster's meant to get in and do a job this week. He's meant to keep the hail away, and he needs to keep pumping out and just throwing out Blizzards, throwing out Freeze Dries, etc., etc. Skadoosh, Choice Scarf, Urshifu. We're running double Scarf again. However, this is important. Urshifu, again, needs to outspeed Excadrill, needs to outspeed T-Tar, also needs to outspeed other threats on his team. For example, possibly Tornadus, if he needs to outspeed Tornadus, and Iron Head it or Wicked Blow it. Like, there's things that we would like to Wicked Blow without taking damage first on this team. Sylveon is one of them. Rotom is one of them. This is basically our only check to Scarf Rotom outside Flygon with the D-Dance up. Scarf Rotom actually puts in work against his team and damage first on this team. Sylveon is one of them. Rotom is one of them. This is basically our only check to Scarf Rotom outside Flygon with the D-Dance up. Scarf Rotom actually puts in work against his team against both of our walls. Both of our walls are both weak to electric, so having Skadoosh here is nice. Scarf Urshifu is extremely reliable. Scarf Wicked Blow, one of the best combinations in the game. Hope the homie gets a kill. It's been since week 2 since Skadoosh has gotten a kill, so let's see if we can feed the boy. Wall. This was the 4th mon I knew I wanted to bring. Corviknight. Obviously, Excadrill can't hit a Corviknight. T-Tar is going to have also a tough time hitting a Corviknight. He has a Volcanion to deal with this. However, this thing also sits on Como-O very well. It sits on Lycanroc well. It sits on Araquanid well. It sits on a lot of his major damage dealers pretty well. We have Body Press for T-Tar. We have Brave Bird for Como-O. Another big issue I was noticing was if Como-O sets up, we lose. So I've tried to put in some Como-O checks. I literally brought Roserade specifically for Como-O because I had nothing for Como-O. The only fairy move I get on my whole team is Dazzling Gleam. I thought Jolteon got Dazzling Gleam, and it does, or it does. I still forget, but I decided against Jolteon because I saw how important Slowbro can end up being, and I saw how important Roserade's going to end up being later on. So we need these moves. Defog, if he gets rocks up, rocks can be very detrimental, as well as webs. If Araquanid gets webs up, we saw in the week, I think week 5 against Tyler, how well webs work against our team. So we need that Roost to obviously for longevity. And then we have attacking moves where massive defensively, Special defensively, we have a lot of investment as well. And speed, these both are obviously correct. We're up to 310. This thing is up to 242. I believe they're both correct for something. I forget what they're both correct for. I think this is to outspeed Excadrill doubled in the sand. Maybe. I don't think it does, though, because we're not that much faster. It could, though. It could outspeed Excadrill doubled in the sand. This can't, but this can outspeed normal Jolly Excadrill if it's not in the sand. So that is what we were mostly focusing on. A lot of stuff is against Excadrill and Como. Those are the two things we were worrying about the most. Roserade. Sash Roserade. But, I mean, it's going to be an attacking Roserade. You would think Roserade's more defensive, more utility. We have Sash. We can replenish the Sash with Giga Drain if we don't take a stupid amount of damage, and we can get a beefy Giga Drain off on something. Dazzle. We Dazzle on Como. We need this for Como. This outspeeds Como. We need this for Como. If Como is starting to look scary, we bring Roserade in, we have Sash, we live one of whatever it has, and then we Dazzle and it's dead. I don't think he might know Roserade gets Dazzling Gleam. You wouldn't think Roserade gets Dazzling Gleam. That's not the first thing you think of when you see Roserade. So Dazzle's nice. T-Spikes, crippling his team, chipping it. It'll get chipped by his own sand. It'll get chipped by my hail. And then Toxic on top of that. Maybe we have to have a late game or a long con game with Corv and with Slowbro that we need to stall him out. Sludge Bomb for stuff like Serena and Sylveon, Giga Drain for stab, and to replenish Sash and just longevity and get health back. Thickums the Slowbro. One of our win cons is sweeping at the end with Slowbro. One of our win cons is getting a Calm Mind off, megging, and winning with Slowbro. We kill T-Tar, we kill Excadrill, we kill Lycanroc, we kill Como. Like, this thing can sit on a lot of his, again, threats and win if we get a Calm Mind up. Psychic is, again, basically specifically for Como and stuff that resists the Scald. I do not want to give Araquanid a Water Bubble. I needed something else. I was struggling between Ice Beam and Psychic. Psychic will do more. He can still Scald the Tornadus. Tornadus doesn't really get, or Tornadus won't typically run an Electric move. It could run a Dark move. However, we have other ways of dealing with the Tornadus. We can outspeed it with both Vanillix and Urshifu if it's also not Scarfed. And then we also have Billy the Flygon that can get a Dragon Dance up, and then we can Stone Edge it. We're running Expert Belt because a lot of the stuff on his team that this does super effective damage to is tanky. T-Tar's tanky, Excadrill's tanky, Como is tanky. So Expert Belt will give us that extra boost of damage that is very important. Again, it's Flygon, he's very simple. Levitate again. Excadrill counter. We outspeed Excadrill. We're base 100 speed. We outspeed Jolly Excadrill. We will obviously outspeed it with a Dragon Dance up. He can't really do anything to us of note that will do a considerable chunk of damage. So we can get basically a free Dragon Dance up if Excadrill's not in the sand. It's scary looking. And then we can start doing a lot of damage with also choosing our different moves. We're not locked into a move once we get a D-Dance up, so it'll be very useful to switch around with moves. This also is a counter for Rotom. If Rotom again is starting to look scary, we have we can outrage something, we can Stone Edge something. Obviously, I'm not going to outrage something if he brings Sylveon and Sylveon is still alive. Once Sylveon dies, then we can start outraging something, or if we desperately need a hit on something, and we desperately need to kill Como or something like that we know outrage is going to kill, I will outrage something and let this thing get sacked to Sylveon, and then we bring like Corviknight in, or we bring Roserade in and just deal with the Sylveon. But that's basically it. Thickums actually has some interesting EV spreads. The special defense is interesting. This is a guaranteed, this allows us to be guaranteed 2-code by special T-Tar if it's not modest. If it's max attack but with a speed nature and not modest, and he's running Dark Pulse, we take a 2-code from it. Anything else? Sky outspeed, like a lot of this is just meant to outspeed Jolly Excadrill. Everything's crept basically for Jolly Excadrill, not in the sand. This is crept for something, obviously max defense for better body presses. Prep for Excadrill, we have special tech. The Spadef is probably to get a 2-co on something. I don't remember specifically what it's for, but that's for a 2-co, and then we just threw the rest in the HP, or that was a specific combination, and then Urshifu's Urshifu, we just had the speed we needed, max attack, and then threw the rest in the HP as you would do. So that's the team. Again, hope for a win. This is going to be serious. He's a good battler. He knows what he's doing. So we're going to try our best here. If it goes a little long, it's a good battle. So expect this to maybe go a little bit long. Maybe by the time see it isn't long and I got swept. But that being said, let's get into the battle. Well, it seems we are here. He didn't bring extra drill. Wow. He didn't bring extra drill. Out of all the things that I prepped for a lot, he didn't bring extra drill, which is kind of a slap in the face, but he didn't bring it. He has Como, no Lycanroc, which is fine. No Mr. Rhyme. I didn't really prep for Mr. Rhyme at all. No Sylveon, which is nice. No Serena as well. Rotom is scary. I'm definitely scared of Rotom. I'm 100% scared of Rotom. However, I'm not really... I mean, I have prep for the rest of this. Rotom is scary, though. Rotom is 100% scary. Okay. What am I leading here? This is the difference. What am I leading here? Also, Mass Deity themes in the background. It's just a meme. Tyranitar's Deity. He likes the song. I'm going to play it. He'll appreciate it. What do I see as a lead here? Araquanid could lead. Tornadus could lead. Roserade's still important because he did, in fact, bring Como. I can also see myself leading Corv and then going somewhere into Slowbro eventually. But I can also get, I would say, a free U-turn off of most of this. I think I can lead Urshifu kind of safe here, and I can get a U-turn onto basically anything depending on what he leads with. Because I am Scarfed. He leads Araquanid. How much does Scarf Wicked Blow just do to Araquanid straight up? A lot. U-turn also does a decent amount. I don't want to risk trying to eat a Liquidation. I mean, if he puts webs up, he puts webs up. What do I have for this, really? I don't really have something for this, which is the problem. I mean, I have Freeze Dry and Vanillix. It's just a risk here. If he's banded, I'm going to be very cautious this game. I'm going to be very cautious this game. Liquidation does a lot. Liquidation actually has a chance to kill if he's banded. But does it get a fairy move? I don't think it gets a fairy move. Do I just Wicked Blow here? I could just Wicked Blow here. Yeah. 56. Yep, there's the Liquidation. Okay. That did 40, and he has lefties. That's interesting. He obviously can change moves. Corviknight kind of just sits on this thing. I have Brave Bird, and I have Drain Punch on this for later on in the game. It is chipped now, but that's good chip on Araquanid. I mean, I just go to Corviknight here. I don't really have much of an option. I just have to go straight Corv here, which is a little bit of a problem. But 40% on that Liquidation... I mean, he's obviously not banded. He's lefties. What happened here? Oh, he went out into Como, which is not bad for me at all. He's lefties. Liquidation doesn't do that much. I don't think he's adamant. I don't think he's max attack. He's not max attack or adamant. I mean, I have a Corviknight. And this is a Como-O. Raybird does a lot. He can't really do a lot to me. Volcanion. Chip. I'm very okay with Chip. I mean, Slowbro kind of just comes on this thing every time. Unless it gets something wacky. Does Volcanion get something wacky? Does it get like Dark Pulse or something? No, nothing really. I mean, I just go Slowbro. It can't really do anything except, yeah, Steam Eruption. Like, this is fine. Oh, this is going to try and stay in and Steam Eruption on me. I can try... I mean, unless he doesn't want to stay in on this and thinks he can go into, like... What does he think he'd get? Araquanid in on this? I mean, I Calm Mind here. Okay, I Calm Minded. Hello, Mr. Electric Move. Hello, Mr. I have an electric move for you. Specs Rotom, I think, kills. my Slowbro from this. Yeah, it kills me. I'm +1 though. I'm +1 Spadef. Thunderbolt is 64 to 76. I'm at 70? What is Slowbro at? 71. Slowbro at 71. Got 43.8% chance to OHKO me. And my Psychic does not do a worthwhile amount of damage. I'm in an odd position here. I feel like the Flygon switch is extremely, like, obvious. But I don't want to try and face tank this. Face tanking this is a bad idea. Because it's a 43% chance to kill me. And it is a roll. The Flygon switch is extremely obvious, but I'm going to do it. It nasty plotted. Okay. That's bad. That is bad. However, so we know it's nasty plot. We know it's not specs. I should outspeed this. And I outrage it.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
I'm dead. But that outrage is what we needed to do. We needed to do that outrage, or we were gonna have an issue. Like, we were fucked. If... So here's the thing. This is also Scarf. Do I reveal the Scarf yet? I knew I died to that. I didn't really care if I died to that. Urshifu's obviously Scarfed. I mean, I just come in for Urshifu and I U-turn on something and get a revenge kill, obviously. That dies to a U-turn. Urshifu got his kill. He doesn't really have an option for Slowbro, now that I'm looking at it. If Slowbro gets enough Calm Minds up and starts sitting on things... Okay, Araquanids is back out. Back into Corviknight we go.
Nope.
Back into Corviknight we go. Does he stay in on a Brave Bird? Most likely not. So I just body press the switcher. Oh, he stayed in. The Madman stayed in. Here's the webs. Okay. I saw these webs coming. I'm going to defog. He probably will bring Volcanion in on this. I'm going to defog, though. Okay, the liquidation. Decent mad damage. He knows I have Brave Bird, though. Oh, he stayed in, and he dies. Okay. No, we don't have to worry about webs. We do not have to worry about webs. That is a big kill. That is a big kill. Volcanion comes back in, though. But Slowbro comes in on this every time. Tornadus. Okay. This screams, I have Dark Pulse to me. This absolutely screams, I have Dark Pulse. This absolutely screams, I have Dark Pulse. This is possibly Nasty Plot Tornadus with specs. Now, if I say choice specs... Choice specs on Tornadus. Dark Pulse. Yeah, Dark Pulse is a guaranteed 2-ko. He might think it does more to me. But I'm going to scald this and go for it because I'm tanky. Burn, please? No. Okay. What move could he have for Corv? He could have Focus Blast. He might have to rely on hitting a Focus Blast, though. I mean, I have Urshifu, but I can't really do anything. I am Scarfed. And if I switch into it, he could also be Scarfed.
Gaming ball of foreshadowing.
I don't know. For Urshifu, I get a Wicked Blow off. Ooh, interesting switch. I U-turn, obviously, here. But it's... What am I U-turning back into? I mean, I could U-turn back into Slowbro. Alright, you turn into Rose Raid. I make my Rose Raid play here, I think. I make my Rose Raid play here.
It's over 9,000!
That's not good. That is not good. That is not good. Because it has speed now. It has the speed now. Which is not good. But I have Dazzle. The bait! So now... So here's the thing. What is more obvious? So what's the play here? Do I keep this in for a sack? Or do I just put the T-spikes down? Because the rest of his team's chipped. This being chipped, or this being permanently toxic next time it tries to come in, is very nice. So unless he tries to defog them away, how much does Giga Drain do to a Tyranitar? I think I just need the chip, honestly, because he's gonna Mega. So I need the chip on him no matter what. No matter what he tries to do, he D-danced. And it doesn't matter because Urshifu Scarf with Drain Punch. So he kills me, cool. Urshifu is Scarf with Drain Punch. So Urshifu comes in and scares this thing out. If he stays in, I still have to Drain Punch him. I don't care, because that's still Drain Punch. That's still big damage, and I still get health back. Slowbro basically wins now. No burn, please. Thank you. I feel like bringing Corviknight out here is a throw. That killed Corviknight? Interesting. But it doesn't matter, because Vanillix comes out and puts the hail up. Freeze Dry. Oh, it didn't kill him. He dies to hail, though? He dies to hail. He dies to hail. I could be throwing right now. I could easily be throwing right now. But I think Slowbro closes this out. Unless this thing has Thunderbolt. I have to Mega, hope I eat a Thunderbolt, and Psychic him. Because I'm base 130. Psychic might not do enough. I think I lose. I lose because of that flinch. I think switching Corvin was a throw. Switching Corv might have been a throw. Unless I can win with Wicked Blow. Unless this is Scarfed Air Slash. It's Scarfed Air Slash. It's Scarfed Air Slash. Wow. Yeah, it's a GG. I thought I had that at the beginning. The core switch might have been a throw, but Scarf Air Slash in the back, I don't know what much I could have done. I don't know much of what I could have done. The Corv switch might have been a throw. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I could have done to kill this, though. Because it probably had Focus Blast. It might have. But also, I don't know what Corv does to his team. I mean, keeping Slowbro in there and killing Volcanion. I don't know. So, that was GG. Good game.
Good game.
I thought I had it for a little bit, but then I don't know. Slowbro didn't have enough health as I thought he was going to have. I don't know. I just Scarf Torn in the back killed me. There was really nothing I could do. The more that I look about, there was literally nothing I could do about Scarf Torn. That I was just kind of.
Scarf Torn was like my ultimate Urshifu counter, and just
there was
the destroy of your team.
Because no matter, I don't have anything to outspeed it except Jolteon, but I didn't bring Jolteon, and I wasn't gonna run Jolteon Scarf anyway, so you would have been able to outspeed it. I decided against Jolteon. And you didn't bring Excadrill. You don't understand how much I prepped for Excadrill. Basically, everything on my team that was speed invested was prepped to outspeed Jolly Excadrill, not in the sand.
Okay,
everything.
For me, the big thing was my plan was webs.
Yeah, and I knew webs destroy my team, and I knew I had to bring Corv with Defog, or else I was going to lose to Araquanid webs. So I had to. So I knew Corv was the Araquanid counter. So that's why I had to bring it. And I knew that's what you wanted to do with Araquanid. So I knew I was able to play around the webs pretty well. But, I mean, nothing got webbed, actually. I played around the webs basically the best I could have. But the problem was Scarf Torn just kind of still ran through my team once it was chipped enough. Because I didn't know what the item on Torn was. I had no clue.
Yeah, and that was going to be the main sweeper of this team.
It looked like Como had other plans. But I knew I had to bring Roserade because it got Dazzle. I'm like, you won't expect Dazzle on Roserade.
No, I didn't expect it. I was like, oh, wait, that's thing gets Dazzling?
Yep. I think that's the only thing on my team that gets Dazzling. Maybe Jolteon does? I think Jolteon might.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, that's my only thing on my team with a fairy move then besides Rapidash. And Rapidash wasn't good against your team, except being a fairy type. But I'm like, Roserade with the Sash. Guaranteed will kill Como no matter what Como does. Because if he Clangering Souls, it'll die because it'll be low. And if it's at full, it will die. Like, no matter what he does, he will die to Roserade if I get it in. So
it was worth getting rid
it was
of the
worth
Sash.
It was worth that trade. Then my debate was with Roserade, do I click Toxic Spikes or do I click Giga Drain? Giga Drain, it obviously wouldn't have mattered because I'm like, Torn doesn't get poisoned. T-Tar's at low enough health where I should be able to hit it with anything I have left. So I'm just going to click Giga Drain for damage. So then it died. For some reason, when I switched in Corv, I didn't think Corv would die. I always think Steel resists water. I didn't calc it. I don't know what I was doing. Was that Specs Steam Eruption?
No, that was Assault Vest.
Oh, you were Assault Vest. Interesting. So actually, that's why that freeze dry did nothing. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You barely lived. See, if I killed you there, I'm scarfed into freeze dry. You probably don't Oko Vanillix with Torn?
I would have gone to Tyranitar and just...
Yeah, I would have been stuck, but
like
if
the
Tyranitar
fighting
comes
move.
out, then Urshifu comes out, but Urshifu has to take the fighting move. I still don't think I win. I think Torn T, or just Scarf Torn in the back, there was nothing I could do. But I had no clue. So I was just kind of screwed, and I didn't know.
Yeah, Scarf Torn was my last resort for the team. It was like,
I don't want
to...
That flinch might have mattered. That flinch might have won the entire game. I can't tell if that's what happened though. I can't tell. I clicked Psychic. I clicked Psychic, and Psychic was a roll with the hail. I think Psychic killed in the hail. It definitely might have mattered then, because then T-Tar has to come in and I just keep clicking Scald.
Oops, that's the game.
Yep, but that is indeed Pokemon, and there's other things I could have done to not be in the position where Scarf Torn just runs through my team. So it'd be like that. I am not complaining. Again, I put up a good game. It was a competitive game. That's all I want to do. I want to not get swept. You're good at what you do. You fucking won the first season, for Christ's sake. You know what you do. Your team is great, and your team also matched up very well against my team.
Oh, agreed.
My team,
my better matchups.
I did not have a good matchup.
Was going to be interesting. I don't say you didn't have a disadvantage matchup, because especially Urshifu just did things to my team.
Oh yeah, it did very well in certain ways. Rapidash,
you had things for
yeah,
me.
Rapidash did things, but it was just going to be easily overpowered, so I didn't see the purpose. And Flygon, I saw did a lot of things, but I had to sack Flygon because was that Specs Rotom? Was that Scarf Rotom?
Life Orb.
Life Orb. Okay, like a damage focused Rotom did so much work to my team. I needed to bring Flygon. One for Excadrill Earthquakes and T-Tar Earthquakes, but also for Rotom. I'm like, this thing does so much to my team. I was like, why does Rotom do work on my team? But it did.
I was surprised you didn't bring the Rhyperior.
Not the Rhyperior. Again, it would get outsped by Excadrill and just EQ'd. It get outsped by T-Tar. It gets destroyed by Volcanion. It gets destroyed by Araquanid. It gets destroyed by Komao. There's not...
Well,
and Serena.
Solid Rock does a lot.
It does a lot.
That.
Yes. But then you also have Torn. You could have run Boots Torn to Defog if you wanted to. It was just... Rhyperior let a lot of dangerous things come in, even if I did get Stealth Rocks off. And it would be hard just letting Excadrill or just letting T-Tar get in for free. That's basically what Rhyperior did.
I didn't mean Stealth Rocks, I mean just Solid Rock Light, as in the ability.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it does win some of the matchup just because of Solid Rock.
It just doesn't have a reliable recovery. And this was definitely going to be a chip-focused game. And yeah, I mean, I brought Hail. I literally brought Vanillix for the sole reason you would have T-Tar. Because I just needed not Sand Up at times. So, and it was Scarf. It was Scarf Vanillix. I run double Scarf again. So...
By the way, the reason I wanted to bring Rhyperior was because I had Grass Knot Tornadus.
Yep. Someone always has something for the Rhyperior. Like, it's not... You're going to bring something if you see Rhyperior there. You're going to have a grass move somewhere. Did you see all of Corv's moves? I had Roost. Obviously, I just didn't get a chance to click it. I had... yeah, I'll look... I'll look at it. I had Iron Head on Urshifu for Sylveon. Sylveon also did a lot. Flygon was obviously... I mean, obviously Flygon was going to be D-Dance. You don't bring Flygon and I have D-Dance on it. It was just... That's what it was. If I got a chance to D-Dance a couple times, Flygon would just ran through your team and I win. Because it had Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Outrage. So...
Yeah, that would have been very scary.
Yeah, I would have just ran through your team with Flygon. But it didn't get a chance because it needed to chip that stupid fucking Rotom enough. Or else I was just going to lose. That Rotom would have done so much.
I had to make the play. I was
like, yeah, that's...
If I don't make the play, I am gone.
I'm like, this Flygon switch here is extremely obvious, but if he clicks in an electric move and I stay in, I lose. So I have to switch to Flygon here.
And I had some HP investment just so I would live something better, so...
Yeah.
Even if it was a roll, it would have probably...
I had Psychic
or just
and...
got me out of the roll.
I had Psychic and Teleport on Slowbro. Dazzle and Gig. I had Toxic Spikes and Sludge Bomb. Roserade. Flash Cannon, Blizzard, and Aurora Veil on Vanillix, as well as Freeze Dry. Because Freeze Dry is for Araquanid and for Volcanion. And then Corv, I had Roost. I mean, I showed most of the stuff, but it's... there's the loss. Everyone was waiting for the loss. There it is.
It was an intense game.
It wasn't. It was a very intense game. I'm very okay with losing games that are that close and that good. Like,
agreed. I would have been fine with losing. I was like, I had given up though when I was like a month down. I was like, oh, this is going to be bad, isn't it?
I mean, that original trade, I'm like, okay, this is fine. And then I was up like 4-2 at one point. I was like, okay, I think I have this. It looks like Slowbro just wins this. I think it was when it was just Volcanion, T-Tar, and Torn. Because I would be very forgiven to believe that Slowbro just comes in and wins that game. But, yeah, Scarf Flinch Air Slash. Fuck. It'd be like that.
I'm so sorry.
This is Pokemon. I'm like, he Air Slash me, he's going to get the flinch. And you got the flinch. 'Tis just Pokemon. I'm not going to John, because this is Pokemon. And I have to lose a game. So
to be fair, besides that one hack, that was a very clean game.
It was a very clean... There were no crits, no misses. It was just a clean game. We were both doing the things we knew we wanted to do. Both of us had predictions on stuff. I mean, you predicted me with Rotom. I got you on the Roserade. I was moving around a bit. I got some switches in for stuff that was going to take damage. I mean, I was starting to condition you with the Steam Eruption on the Slowbro, but for some reason I went into Corv. I don't know what I was doing.
Well,
But
I think you predicted me to switch, and
I think you were. I didn't think you were going to do it
I
again.
had to play ballsy and just play my team.
Plus, Slowbro was low. I wanted to get health back on Slowbro, and I didn't think you were going to stay in and do it again. So I was like, okay, switching to Corv. Corv probably takes one of these, and I outspeed it in Roost. It didn't take one. It didn't take one. So that sucked.
It was a very good game. Like
it was a good game. And I feel less bad about winning against like all the lower teams because Clay has proven that he's still a threat. So it's okay, but I still have to play Lion Boy and Hylian and Sandy. And those are all competitive. I haven't been nervous enough for games. Like I haven't been as nervous for this game as I have been in a while. I felt like season 1 going into this game. Like it was just nerves. Like I'm like, I can't beat this guy.
I'm happy that I can still have that effect on people.
It wasn't just that it was you specifically. It was like I knew this was an important game. I haven't played in like a serious game since week 3, since the Clay game. I haven't played a serious game. So it was a good game though. It was interesting. Well played. I will gladly take I will take this loss completely fine. I mean, I'm chilling. I didn't lose. I didn't get swept. My whole thing is if I lose, I better not get swept. And I lost in 2-0, so I don't really care. And Urshifu got a kill. So I want Urshifu to get at least 1 kill. But for now, I'm going to dip here. It was GG's to him. But we're going to get rid of this right now. Just get you off the screen. I've been rambling for too long. We've been talking for a while because it was a good battle. It was a good time. So I'm going to go. Week 8 should be up next week. Same as usual. But until then, I'll see you guys. Peace.